guys, we're back here on GTTV with Bill Trinan from the Treehouse, and tonight, Bill, you've got Mario and Zelda launching, but 2014 is going to be a big year for Nintendo, as Reggie said, and we got some new stuff on Donkey Kong, which is going to be coming out in early 2014, right?
That's correct. Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze is going to be launching in February, so it'll be the first big game for Wii U in the new year. And what we're showing off today is a new level called Jelly Jamboree.
Okay.
And as you can see, it's a lot of fun. Pretty much the entire level is comprised of these little jelly blobs that bounce you up. And you can see that not only are your characters bouncing off of these, but the enemy characters are enjoying themselves as they're bouncing off of them as well. And they're kind of flipping in the air. The penguins are, they've got these big smiles on their faces right before you stomp on their heads.
Well, and similar to the Super Mario 3D World, I love the kind of the fidelity of the animation and the art. I mean, it looks absolutely beautiful, and Donkey Kong Country has always, really sort of defined this really cool 3D look, and now they've carried it on to all these amazing levels. So this is kind of midpoint in the game, or what we're seeing here?
This is in one of the later levels. The game is sort of made up of 6 islands, and you're island hopping from island to island. The storyline is that these the Snowmads, who are these invaders from the north, have come, taken over Donkey Kong Island, kicked Donkey Kong and his friends off, and they've frozen the island. And so Donkey Kong and Diddy Kong, and who we're showing today is Dixie Kong, are on their journey back to their island to try to take it back from the Snowmads.
The characters, they obviously, they're in the level together and they can play together. And I know tonight you're showing off something new, which is a Kong Pow.
That's right. The Kong Pow, when you're playing 2-player, what you need to do is you need to collect 100 bananas. That fills up your meter and gives you the ability to do this Kong Pow. And then the 2 players have to time their C button press together at the same time in order to get this new ability to work. And then what that does is it destroys all the enemies on the screen and transforms them into items that you can pick up, and the items that you pick up depend on which buddy character you're using. So in Dixie Kong's case, it transforms them into these golden hearts that you can pick up, and the golden hearts will give you, each golden heart gives you an extra hit before it would then turn into a red heart. So it's very handy and obviously very powerful, but also a little bit challenging to pull off because you've got to time it just right.
So if you're playing by yourself, are you going to have any way to do Kong Pows?
That is a very good question. You will. Of course, the game, the way it's designed, the primary player is always Donkey Kong. When you're playing multiplayer, secondary player can play as one of the buddy characters, but when you're playing single player, then you're in control of both. What's fun about the co-op is that you are able, when you've got the 2 characters split up, the first player can grab the other character, or the other character can jump on Donkey Kong's back, and then player 1 can take control. So it is a very challenging platformer, so having that ability to both be cooperative but also kind of buddy up is really nice.
Last week marked the release of the PlayStation 4. Here's our review roundup of the biggest launch titles. Taking on the mantle of a Shadow Marshal in Killzone Shadowfall makes for a very different Killzone. The multifunctional owl droid, slow-mo shooting, and even the flexibility of your weapons give the game a fluid feel. Multiplayer comes back strong with the constantly changing objectives of Warzone mode, creating dynamic and satisfying matches. Throw in some subtle next-gen swagger and Shadowfall feels like a fantastic shooter, and a great launch title. We score Killzone Shadowfall an 8.8. He can grow to a massive size by absorbing scads of tiny relics, but he'll also unexpectedly pop like a piñata as you punch your way through the same cartoonish baddies over and over again. You'll beg for Knack to do something, anything to surprise you, but whether you're 5 or 25, Knack is boring throughout its dragged-out 10-hour duration.
Sorry.
Knack earns a 5.0. RESOGUN stars a tiny but immensely destructive spaceship blasting through waves of enemies to accomplish one overriding directive: save the last humans. You'll accomplish your mission by spraying bullets, busting out bombs, and mastering a skill-rewarding boost technique. There are only a few stages, but you'll find yourself coming back again and again to up your game and watch conquered alien landscapes blown apart in your wake. We give RESOGUN an 8.1. See the exclusive world premiere trailer for The Witcher 3 live at VGX, Saturday, December 7th at VGXLive.com.
Will Microsoft rise to the occasion? Find out after the break in our Xbox One review roundup. And stay tuned for even more exclusive content from the next Donkey Kong Country.